assignment things and family dinners is what I was told. Things are changing around at the Nasser household. So my Night Out Radio is in flux, we'll call it. We're getting out more. We're going to a lot of new and different places. We're being broadcast on many different places as well. We just started playing on the Indie Authority 2 weeks ago.
Also, one of the homes of the Tony Jones Show. Now, I gave almost everybody here that does a program the opportunity to also be simulcast on said station, and you were the only one that took a bite at that.
That's not true. 13 Folds also threw their hat into the ring.
Oh, no, they'll be canceled in no time.
Well, yeah, there's like these things called rules that you have to follow, and you have to be cognizant of what you're doing. So, no, I think 13 Folds will stick it out for a while. If nothing else, they can give them back issues and what have you. But, no, in fact, I'll go one step further. You told all of us in the same message.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you who wants to promote, who wants to get out there, and who just wants to stay comfortable.
You know, I'm always a cheerleader for alternative media, but part of that... Now, this is radio, so you have no idea why I'm laughing, but...
I'm being accosted by a curtain.
Yeah, the curtains here in the studio, the wind's blowing, and the curtains are just, like, whipping us, like, beating the crap out of us here. You know, I'm always a cheerleader of alternative media, and that's why my vision or my view of things is that if you're going to take the time to put, and it may not seem like it's a lot of effort, but it's a lot of time and effort, why not take your podcast or your program and go ahead and try to get it out there in as many streams as possible?
Well, be proud of it.
Exactly, yeah.
No, I am wholeheartedly agree with you. If I'm going to take the time, it takes me a couple hours to get my music because I'm always going, I do replay a few songs because I like them and no one seems to be arguing with me. But, I'm going out there. I'm going on Bandcamp. I'm going to shows. People are handing me discs, and I got to sort through all this. So I'm spending a couple hours a week getting music together, the 6 to 8, maybe 10 songs, depending on whether or not I have a guest. And I want to make sure that I am bringing only the finest and stuff that I really like. So I'm pretty sure most of you out there will like it as well.
I told you we got a cassette tape in the mail here at the studios the other day, right? Luckily, it also came with a disc and a download, but yeah, it was submitted. A cassette tape was submitted.
Well, I mean, people are still printing out on vinyl as well, so I could understand that. But you would have to go to, like, the Smithsonian to find something to play that
or the last station I worked for still had a cassette deck in there.
Well,
now you can get the cassette deck, but it's hard to find the head cleaner to keep the cassette deck working properly.
It sounds like this.
And if you're a Nintendo fan, that's exactly the same thing you had to do to get your Nintendo going.
I actually had an Atari 2600 when they first came out. They were like $400 back in 1980, whatever it was. And every cartridge before you put it in,
and that went. Some of that stuff went full circle, right? It was $400 new. Then you couldn't give them away, and now you could probably buy that for $400.
Well, it's going to cost you at least $400 to separate it from the nerd that currently owns it.
That's the full algorithm. I was going to save this for your show, but I feel that you'll really appreciate this antidote, and that is, I talked about it on your show last week. I went to see Hey 19 at the North Kingstown Town Beach. Was to support the Wickford Arts Association, and I'm sure you've had this same exact problem. We get there, and they have a nice setup on the town beach to enjoy the concert. However, said setup was those little tiny dinky plastic chairs that are at every event.
Ah, yes.
I'm just looking at this plastic chair, this little tiny dinky chair, and I'm thinking, I'm going to blow this thing out.
Well, as luck would have it, last night I was at Blue on the Waterfront for an event, my class reunion.
Right near my old apartment.
Well, as I'm walking around, I'm looking at it, and they have these plastic folding chairs that look like the old wooden ones from the 1950s. where there's only like a 1/4 inch of wood that overhangs the seat to keep it from flopping full circle. And I'm looking at it saying, me, gravity, and that chair, something is going to fail, and I'm betting on the chair. Not wanting to land on my backside and break my butt and everything else, I opted to stand or go towards the bar with the heavier chairs were.
That's, the same thing. And this is also something that we should say for your show, but I'm a fan of old-fashioned diners and, of course, the Worcester diner cars. We have a few still remaining today. Ralph's up in Worcester, Jigger's down in East Greenwich, and Snoopy's. And the same thing, yeah. The food's great. I love the atmosphere. I love those old-school places. But the first thing I have to do is do a little geometry and use my Tetris skills to figure out how I'm going to get my fat ass. And it's lucky it's just me and Christina. If I went with say, it was a double date, me and Christina and you and Debbie, we'd have to sit at separate booths.
We'll be on this side of the car so we don't make the diner lean. No, I do the fat guy geometry, figuring how low I'm going to have to squat outside of the booth so I can jump really quickly and wedge my ass in that seat.
It's always harder to get out of the booth after eating the big meal.
Well, because now you've expanded and you've relaxed.
I'm going to get back down to the music now. We're going to have a block of music that is all female-fronted, local rock and roll. Great young band. Unfortunately, I think they are now defunct, but I hope they get back out there and they get playing again. We're going to hear from Colorblind up next. This track is Abducted right here on The Tony Jones Show.
stranger things will happen to you. I'm falling to pieces, and you're moving fingers without faces, taking away all granted. We're for granted we are taken. Stop telling me what to do and who to be. I don't like you, and you clearly don't get me. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. 'Cause I'm used to it. You found your way in to my blood. Watch me smoke while I shoot my gun. Hear these chords hitting the floors. I wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. You're on replay. I hear you through the bass. I feel you touch my face. I'll keep you in your fucking place. Get used to it. 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 When I say jump, you say how high. When I say fall, you say how hard. When I say wait, you say how long. Before you go, stay. Before you go, stay. Before you go, stay. Before you go, stay. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it.
Before You Go, Stay, the name of that one. A Little Hunter right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, we heard from Colorblind Abducted, the name of that one. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Be sure to check out TonyJones.org. Be sure to check out RIFreeRadio.org for all your web entertainment needs. And this is a great time to mention, if you're in a local band, you'd like to get some tunes in rotation here on the program. Of course, you send me tunes. I share them with Rhode Island Free Radio. I share them with some of the other hosts. Go on over to TonyJones.org. Click on the contact page. And, of course, you can go through any of the social media sites. If you'd like to be in studio, of course, you want to chat, you have an axe to grind, go ahead and contact me. They're always looking for great guests to come through and hang out with us. Local musicians we love, folks in the hospitality business, of course, authors, filmmakers, any of the creative types out there. And as political season